being able to look at race, gender, class, all of these different things that impact different populations, and think about why have populations gone through certain things and how can we correct those mistakes so that we can move forward in just a better and more equitable society. So that's personally why I love research so much. I'm looking at the Black church and how it has had both a positive and negative effect on Black American women being able to procure mental health resources. I am trying to figure out exactly what region I want my work to be in, so I'm very much thinking about centering it in either the Pacific Northwest or in the South. So it's really great to be able to have access to different materials based on locations, because the results widely vary depending on what part of the country that we're looking at. It's really great to be able to get materials from all over the country, and I love that Interlibrary Loan allows you to do that.
So Summit is a kind of consortium of like several academic libraries within the Pacific Northwest.
And when we provide our material, it's reciprocal. So we get those materials back, we get access to all those other 40 libraries. And then if Summit doesn't have it, we have another part of the system that pushes that request out into Interlibrary Loan. And Interlibrary Loan is another sort of smaller umbrella underneath the resource sharing umbrella, and that's worldwide. It's got to be 100,000 libraries worldwide that are willing to share their materials with us, and vice versa. It's kind of exciting to think about.
I think pretty easily we see 100 requests a week, if not more. With both Summit and Interlibrary Loan, you're kind of going to start in the same place. So you're going to go into the search a catalog. You're going to search for the materials that you're looking for. If you can find them in relatively easy, awesome. We receive it in some mail cages downstairs, and then I bring them up in bags to be sorted. So I have to separate those out. Overall, it is one of my favorite things at the library to do, just because I know every time I touch a book that it's going into the hands of somebody who they, at least for the moment, think that they really need it. It's a very expensive process to get all of those books shipped back and forth. Libraries provide these materials free of cost to their users because education itself is already expensive. It shouldn't be, but it is. That's the reality of the situation. If libraries were to not cover those costs, I think that would be another barrier to education, and we would see a lot more people not finishing college degrees or not even starting college. So from there, I take all the ones that are incoming requests. I usually take them over to my cubicle just because there's finite details that you need to pay attention to. And I'm very much a pay attention to the details kind of person. And I start just scanning them in.
Timing to get to our patrons is really important, but it's probably our biggest challenge. And the only way we can mitigate that is by moving as fast as we can here and speeding up the process and being more efficient with what we do, because we can't control those other factors once the book leaves the building.
Our patrons, which include our students, faculty, and staff, are the reason why the people in the libraries have the jobs that they do, and we love working in the library.